Hello, my impatients. It is I, Andrew the Android Koloski here. How art thou? How are things going with you? How are things going this fine evening? I hope you will join and engage with me. I hope you will join and engage with me. Dun, 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 dun. So I think I'm sharing this on social media right now for you to enjoy. Hey, Piss, how you doing? How art thou, Piss? Piss said on Discord, we really need a time machine. Um, in some ways, I agree. In other ways, I mean, obviously, when it comes to my father and his, you know, cancer diagnosis, that's bad. And yes, we wish we had a time machine so we could get him healthy. But also, I mean, in terms of how I'm doing, I feel happy. I feel like yeah, Piss says your dad has cancer. Yeah. So when you said we really need a time machine, what are you referring to? Because I'm personally doing well, but my father's sick. So I'm doing better than ever, really. Piss says, sorry to hear your father has cancer. Yeah. Uh, that's obviously something we could use a time machine for. But somebody says Andrew has a family history of cancer. Yeah, I mean, cancer runs in my family, unfortunately. I think cancer, it is what it is. Hopefully he gets it into remission. But I'm going to share with you the artwork I created yesterday for a moment here. Okay, this one is called Payphone. Times change. You see me and the Carrot Man with change, and we're putting it into the payphone, and it says, "Will computers become obsolete?" I don't know. This was kind of interesting. The next one and the last one. I say I like to journalize my life. Social media is like a public digital diary. I get intrusive thoughts, and I feel like if I express my intrusive thoughts, phobias, maybe it will help somebody or illustrate the way my mind works. My mom says, by digital diarying every aspect of your life, it can be hurtful to you and others. Live and stop documenting it. Don't be a spectator. Go out and touch some grass. Get off social media. So that was the artwork. Anybody have any comments on that? Jungle Lady, she says, Mr. Andrew walks in the sun too much. And, she says, I should be afraid of skin cancer. That's a fair point. I feel like my skin is doomed, and it's only a matter of time before I get skin cancer. I feel like my skin is, I don't know, damaged already. But I went to the dermatologist a month or two ago. He didn't notice anything, so I don't know. They say there's some people that go in tanning beds, frequently. Look, John Cena, the professional wrestler, got a skin cancer diagnosis. I don't know how often he was outdoors, but I'm outdoors all day. And I wear sunscreen a lot of the time. So, hey, it is what it is, Hopefully I don't get skin cancer. I don't think I have it yet. I'm also afraid of brain cancer because my brain constantly feels like it's on fire. I constantly get migraines. I constantly get bad headaches. So I'm afraid of brain cancer. My diet's pretty horrible. I'm afraid of stomach cancer. But they say it's hypochondriasis. Maybe I'll make an appointment with my primary care physician tomorrow and go for my physical. I don't know. Just start enjoying life because everybody's going to die, right? Everybody's going to get cancer eventually. So, you know, so just get out there. Stop being a hypochondriac. Like Pitt says, we need a time machine. But right now, I'm healthy. I'm not diagnosed with cancer. Right now I'm healthy. So, maybe 10 years from now, maybe I'll get a cancer diagnosis, or maybe even in less time. I don't know. Right now, I don't have one, and I'm healthy, and I'm able-bodied, and I'm walking, and I'm handsome. So stop wasting time. Live your life. I could get a cancer diagnosis. And nobody, I'm healthy right now, so that's a good thing. But I'm like looking out there like, somebody deliver me success on a golden plate. No, the reason, ultimately, it's my responsibility to make the best of today, because I have to live my own life and make my own life happen and make my own plans. Don't depend on ex-girlfriends, my parents, friends, anybody to create my plans for me. Make my own happiness. So this is, why are there no fans in the chat? I'm not really sure, Jungle Lady. It's kind of disappointing. Maybe because I banned them all. I don't know. Maybe I banned everybody. Everybody was like nasty to me, so I banned them all. Maybe I need to do the multiverse of madness and unblock everybody again. I bring back all the sadistic persecutors and everybody. Somebody says, unban everyone. Open up the portal, bring back everybody. Yeah, I do that from time to time. I get lonely. I bring back everybody. They're nasty to me again, and I block them. La 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 la. So I had an appointment with my psychopharmacologist yesterday, and I had an appointment with my social worker today. And what happened? Well, I told my psychopharmacologist he wanted to increase my meds. I told him my parents want me to increase the Abilify from 10 milligrams to 15 milligrams. I want to decrease my Abilify. So we'll just meet at the middle and stay at 10 milligrams. I'm doing well on it anyway, so, I personally want to come off my medication, La 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 la. I worked out hard today. My body's hurting. I'm gonna get a nice sleep. Tonight. Probably gonna sleep soundly. I wore the night guard. I know the dentist. I'd get it for you, but I don't feel like getting up. The dentist got me a night guard so I didn't grind my teeth. And I wore it a few nights, but it was uncomfortable, so I stopped wearing it. I think I'm going to be dead from cancer in 10 years. I don't know. That's just my theory. So, but yeah, they say there's no evidence of that. So who cares if I grind my teeth and wear my teeth down? I don't think I have much life left, but maybe that's just hypochondria. I feel like my skin is doomed. I feel like my brain is doomed. But I went to a neurologist. They didn't notice any brain cancer or an impending stroke. I just feel like I'm doomed, but I don't know. There's no evidence for that. I know my mother, if you listen to my mother, she would have said she would have been dead 20 years ago, and she's still alive and kicking, and she's approaching 70. She's like, I'm never going to make old bones. I'm going to die of cancer or a heart attack. She was a hypochondriac, so, you know, hey, you know, she made old bones. She made old bones. So maybe I don't like my mother. Maybe I just think maybe I think I'm going to die of cancer, but I'm not diagnosed with it, you know. Ironically, it's my father who's the one who got the diagnosis, right? Somebody says Andrew drinks too much cold brew and lattes. It's bad for the liver and brain. You know, I noticed. You know, I googled is coffee carcinogenic, and it says it's not. A cup of coffee a day is not carcinogenic, but they say if you drink anything more than a cup a day, you're fooling yourself to think it's not hurting you. So try to cut back on the coffee intake. Um, Somebody says your thumbnail on this live stream is maniacal. You look crazed. Thank you. I like the crazed expression. I like the nutty expression. I look crazed and nutty. You know, I was also at the medical clinic today, and it said, "Oh, loneliness and isolation is deadlier than smoking cigarettes." I'm like, I hate this commercial because I'm lonely, I'm isolated. I'm like, stop! I feel like I'm going to be dead in 10 years. But stop with the hypochondria. Stop with the self pity. Let's move on to a different topic. I'm like, yeah, I just get out there, live life. Jungle Lady says, you might as well take up chain smoking, Andrew. You're screwed. You're not fresh and new anymore. You know, you're weathered and old, and you got like bad skin. You got like an inflamed brain. Your legs hurt. You know, so it is what it is. You know. All right, so I mean, we don't really got many people in here besides Jungle Lady. Let me go to Jungle Lady's channel and check out more about her. Jungle Lady. Well, I don't know. All right, guys. Maybe I'll hit the dusty trail here, or hit the bricks. Maybe I'll lie down for a bit. I know it's only 6 p.m. I mean, they say don't go to bed. Don't go to bed like I'm just bored. I'm bored. La 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 la. Okay, so you know, Jungle Lady says, "I am a private woman, Mr. Andrew." So you like to keep your personal life private? Yeah, I couldn't find out too much about you, Jungle Lady. I couldn't find out too much information about you, so it's very clear from your profile you are a private person. Yeah, I couldn't gather much information, which is disappointing because I like to do my investigating. I like to gather some information. You know what I mean? La 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 la. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna get going here. Thanks for watching. And besides being the jungle lady, it's kind of a boring live stream, but I appreciate the jungle lady for watching. I appreciate Piss. And what will I do? I think I'm gonna lie down for a bit. I'm a little tired. I think I'm just gonna lie in my bed, or maybe listen to some music, something like that. What's the piss? Piss is a poster who posts on my channel. That's his name. It's a little vulgar, but that's just a YouTube user. It has nothing to do with you, Jungle Lady. Piss is a loyal fan of mine. I know his name sounds vulgar, but I assure you, it's just his name. I wish he would change it, but then again, I know him as Piss. So yeah, I know some people have some questionable names on this channel, like Brain Dead, Piss. Who are some others? I don't know. There's others. Oh, Horn Dog. I don't like Horn Dog's name. Yeah, Piss is good people. Piss is good people. Yeah. I like Horn Dog the person, but I don't like Horn Dog's name. All right, guys. Adios. I'll be back again someday, I guess.